Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Vijay and we are learning Python with our Python Mastery series. So, in the previous video, we understood how we can skip some of the iteration, how we can uh, terminate the loop while meeting any condition, and how we can keep a provision for the future code or future implementation using the break, continue, and pass keywords. Okay. So now in this video, we are going to learn nested looping, how that will be implemented and why it is necessary, that we will understand in this video. So talking about why we need a nested looping, let's start with an example of our code cafe itself. So in our code cafe, let's say we have three floor building, and in on each floor we have five tables. So do we need to create like separate three loops for each of the floor for that should run for each of the table? No. What we will do, we will nest the loop. We will have a outer loop for the floors and an internal loop or inner loop for the tables. So what it will do, it will go for the first floor. It will run whatever we want to perform an operation on the table level that we will perform for each of the table for 5 times. Then it will come back to the outer loop. Then it will execute for the table level operation for the second floor. In that way, it will go from outer to inner loop and then perform the operation, then come back for the next iteration of the outer loop. So this is where we need the nested loops. Okay. Definitely we will see the implementation code wise and how this will be useful with our mini project. So let's jump on to our blackboard. Okay, let me open that one. So what we will do first, we will understand whatever example we saw right now. Okay, so just allow me a minute and let me draw it for you. So we have a, I would say here, flow one. Okay, this we have floor one. Similar way, we have three four floors. We have floor two and we have floor three also. Okay, let me do a side by side so we can make some space. Okay. Okay. Now on each floor we have three tables. Let's say we are not, as of now for explanation, we are not taking five, we are taking three. Okay. Okay. And we have table one, table two, and table three. Okay. So this will be three tables for each of the floor. Okay. So this whatever we will be running the loop for floor level, that will be outer loop, and whatever we will be running the loop for the table level, that will be inner loop. Okay, so how it will, the flow will be, it will be simple. Floor one, then execute the inner loop for table one, next iteration table two, table three, then come back here to the outer loop. Here it should be floor two actually. Let me correct that. Floor two, floor three. Okay, so then it will execute for floor 2 all the tables, for floor 3 all the tables. In that way, we will have a nested structure through which we can execute. We don't have to create or write the code for each of the floor. We will write once, we will utilize multiple times by nesting the inner loop or the loop code for the table level. Okay, so that is how we will be executing. So let's jump to the VS code. Mm, okay, now we have VS code. So let's first start with a simple example how this works for I in range 1 to 4, and then for j in range. And this I and j are very popular example in every programming language for this nested things. Okay, so print f, what will be the value of I, and then comma j, what will be the value of j at that time. So this will clearly give you the idea of what is the flow of execution in the nested. Okay. Hmm. Okay, here you can see first the value of I will be 1, and then for j it will be 1. I value is constant until this 1 to 4 is executed. So 1, 2, 3, and 4 is not inclusive, so it will execute till 3. Then it will go back to the outer loop, execute from 2, then 1 to 3 value for j, in that way for 3. So you can understand the structure. First first iteration of outer loop, it will execute all the iterations of the inner loop and then come back for the next iteration of the outer loop. Okay, now we will come back to our example of floor and table. So for flow in range, whatever floors we have, let's say we have, instead of I and j we are replacing it with floors and tables. Concept is same. Print, we will be printing the floor number. Mm, okay, and then we will print for the table, for table in range 1 to, let's say we want to keep 5 tables on each floor, and we will print f2 slash, not, we do not want discrimination between the tables, and table number we can print with the help of table. Okay, so I guess this should go fine. Here you can see first floor table number 1, 2, 3, 4, second floor table number 1, 2, 3, 4, third floor table number 1, 2, 3, 4. Exact same structure that we saw in our theory. Okay, so this is how we can implement the nested loop with the floor and table example. Now let's move to the another example. We can have something real life. We can take let's say a students and subject example. We have students as Rahul, and we have Vijay. Okay, and we have subjects like our favorite Python, definitely. And what else we can keep? We can keep SQL. That will also fun thing to learn. And then for student in students, like our classic for loop that we run. Then in the inner, we will first, let's print the name of the student, and then we will print for subject in subjects, and we will print the subject. Okay, let's keep a simple symbol so it will look little beautiful. Okay, and at the end, inverted comma, close. So here you can see Rahul has Python SQL, Vijay has Python SQL. Okay, so this is how we can do a nesting for each of them. We have two students and two subjects. If we want to print for both of them, so this is how we can do this. Okay, and what else? Okay, we will be covering one topic. I'm not sure in the next video or afterwards, but there will be a very popular programming practice question that is asked in the interviews also. printing a pattern, like you have might have seen that star pattern that you have to print in different ways. So for the foundation of that, we have row and we have column that we need to understand, and that is built with the foundation of this concept only, the nesting. So let's just study the foundation as of now, and we will cover that more in some upcoming videos regarding that pattern printing. Okay, 1 and 4, and we will for column print in the range 1 to 5. Okay, and we will print a star here with and equal to. I will explain you this and parameter also for if I haven't explained till now, and then we will do a print. So let me first run this, and you will understand that thing. Okay, so let's say I have to print this kind of a square pattern. So what I am doing, I want to print 3 rows and 4 columns of square. So what I am doing, in the inner loop, I do not want the square if I don't keep this and parameter in the print. Here if I show you, here you can see the and parameter will be that slash n by default. So anywhere if you see, whenever we are printing any statement, the next statement gets printed in the next line. But for column, we do not want to do. We want to print it side by side, not like line. We are keeping a space as the parameter. Let's say I remove this one, so you will see the difference in a better way. Or let me take it to the next line. Here I remove this part. Okay. So you can see it will print on the next line. So, but pattern that we want is something like side by side. In the column, it should be side by side. Only 3 rows and 4 columns we want to print. So wherever there is a need that we do not want print statement to go to next line, we will give a end parameter along with that. Okay. So when we give this, it will print the inner loop side by side in the one row only. And whenever there is a next row, we are printing a blank statement. So blank will, what will do, it will do a slash n. So slash n means next line. So every row will be in the next line, but every column star will be side by side. Don't worry if you don't understand this as of now. Pattern printing we will be covering definitely in one of the upcoming videos, where in detail we will cover this. But as the topic is related to the nested looping, this is the foundation for the pattern printing kind of examples. So I thought of covering it here once before we cover it in the pattern printing video. Okay, and now let's create a mini project for this one. The project will be a mini project, and for code cafe we can create today a table reservation system, because from the starting itself we are taking the example of table and floors and everything. So we can write a code regarding that. Okay, so as usual, start with a welcome message, welcome to code cafe, and add a smiley for fun. Then we will take the floors. What are the number of floors that we can have? That we can take the input from, enter number of floors. We can take input from the user, and then we will have tables input, enter enter number of tables. Okay, okay, are we done with these 2 lines? No. Typecasting, very important, is required because we are dealing with the integer number. We are expecting an integer number, so we will do a typecast. Then we will have a total. We are as of now keeping 0 for flow in range. Let's say whatever the floors user is entering, we will keep +1 because the end value is not inclusive. Then print as we did above, slash and what we can do, floor, and print the value of the floor. Okay, and we will now run the loop for a table. For table in a range, same 1 comma tables plus 1. Okay, what we will do, we will print table. Oops, I guess I made some typing mistake. Okay, print the value of table. Okay, and then what we will do, we will do a total plus equal to 1. Okay, print total number of tables have. Okay, we have printed the total number of tables also now. And what we want to do, hmm, I guess everything is completed now. Just one thing, this indentation should be here, and a final thank you message should be there. Or oops, let me do this once. We will write the thank you message afterwards. Okay, I think I have made one mistake here. Let me check. Okay, here I haven't added a f string. That is the first mistake. And the pending, we can say this one generated. Okay, okay, so we are just notifying that reservation is now generated. And what else we have missed here, we have missed the f string too. Okay, that's why no table and anything is printing. Let's review the code once. Welcome message, number of floors, number of tables that we are taking the input, then total. For each floor we are running the outer loop. With the nesting we are running the table level operation. We are printing tables and incrementing the total by 1. So we are counting how many totals tables are there. Okay, and then at last we are printing a completion message. Okay, so let's say I have 3 floors with 2 tables on each floor. So here you can see floor 1 table 1 table 2, floor 2 table 1 table 2. In that way there are total 6 tables. Little bit beautification we can do, slash n, and the floor, where is the floor, here. Okay, so let me just check if there is. Okay, I will put a smiley over here to look real beautiful. Okay, what are the number of floors? Let's say we have 2 floors with 4 tables on each. So you can see table 1 table 2 table 3 table 4 at floor 1, at floor 2 1 2 3 4. So total should be 8. So we have 8 tables reservation generated. So this is how we can design a table reservation system for our code cafe with the help of nested looping concept. Okay, so okay, so today we learned a very beautiful concept, how we can nest the loops with the help of outer and inner loop. In that way we can do a nesting things. Okay, I hope you are liking this series. Please do not forget to like, share and subscribe if you find these videos helpful. And in the upcoming videos we will be having more good concept of Python that will be covered in this series. So keep watching. Until then, happy coding.